a couple of hours after the break, during the morning safari on 26 July 2025 in Masai Mara National Reserve, we had our packed lunch on the safari vehicle itself and continued the safari to witness the great migration of animals. One of the most sought after experiences for wildlife and nature enthusiasts, the Great Migration is the ever-moving circular migration of over 1 million animals across the Serengeti Mara ecosystem. The constant movement of columns of wildebeest, joined by a host of companions, follow an age-old route in search of grazing and water. After calving in the southern part of Tanzania's Serengeti, near the Ngorongoro Conservation Area, the animals journey through the Serengeti up and around in a clockwise direction towards the Masai Mara in Kenya, before returning once again near the end of the year. Along the way, high drama is always present as thousands of animals are taken by predators and thousands more are born, replenishing the numbers and sustaining the circle of life. The Great Migration is the largest herd movement of animals on the planet. The numbers are astonishing. Over 1.2 million wildebeest and 300,000 zebra, along with topi and other gazelle, move in a constant cycle through the Serengeti Mara ecosystem in search of nutritious grass and water. Guided by survival instinct, each wildebeest will cover 800 to 1,000 kilometers on its individual journey along age-old migration routes. Hungry predators including lion, leopard, cheetah, hyena, wild dog and crocodiles make sure only the strongest survive in this natural spectacle, also known as the greatest show on earth. The circuit takes the animals from the Ngorongoro Conservation Area in the south of the Serengeti in Tanzania, up through the Serengeti and across into the Masai Mara in Kenya and back again. The journey is beset with danger. Young calves are snatched by predators. The slow are brought down by prides of lion. Brave beasts break legs on steep river slopes. Crocodiles take their share of the stragglers, and the weak and exhausted drown. The three groups of migrant grazers have different grass-eating habits, as one group eats the top of the tallest grass, the next group will eat away some of the medium-height grass, until finally it is almost completely eaten and the herds move on. This means each group sticks to their own kind with only a small overlap in their distributions. The grasses of the plains have the highest protein content in the whole of the Serengeti, as well as being high in calcium. It is unclear how the wildebeest know which way to go, but it is generally believed that their journey is dictated primarily by their response to the weather. They follow the rains and the growth of new grass. While there is no scientific proof of it, some experts believe that the animals react to lightning and thunderstorms in the distance. It has even been suggested that wildebeest can locate rain more than 50 kilometers away. A wildebeest pauses mid-migration, capturing the wild spirit of this incredible journey. Thousands of wildebeest surge through muddy waters during a heart-pounding river crossing. Wildebeest thunder down steep river banks in dramatic moments of the Great Migration. Around January each year, the migration will be finishing a southward trek, moving along the eastern edge of the Serengeti and into the Ngorongoro Conservation Area. Here, the plains are rich in nutritious grass, providing the herds with the best conditions for raising their newborn calves. Although there is no real beginning or end to this migratory circuit other than birth and death, it seems reasonable to call the wildebeest birthing season the start of the migration. Around late January or February, the herds occupy the short grass plains that spread over the lower northern slopes of the Ngorongoro Crater Highlands and around Olduvai Gorge. Some 400,000 calves are born here within a period of 2 to 3 weeks, or nearly 8,000 new calves every day. The abundance of vulnerable young calves means the surrounding predators also spring into action, hunting with ease due to the sheer numbers of the wildebeest. Zebra and wildebeest charge into the river, a powerful scene of instinct and unity. After bearing their young in February and March, around April, the wildebeest herds begin to drift northwest toward the fresher grass of the central Serengeti, drawing with them thousands of zebra and smaller groups of antelope. By May, columns of wildebeest stretch for several kilometers as the animals start to congregate by the Moru Kopiis close to Dunia Camp, one of the few camps in the Serengeti that offers migration viewing at this time of year. Mating season begins toward the end of May, and male wildebeest battle head to head. Throughout the rut, the journey continues at leisure with the wildebeest, zebra, and gazelle grazing as they go along. Gradually, the movement gathers momentum, and the wildebeest start to mass in the Serengeti's western corridor. At this time of year, Ubuntu Migration Camp will have relocated to follow the migration and provide access to watch the wildebeest cross the Grumeti River. The herds form in huge numbers along the pools and channels of the river, which they have to cross in order to continue on their journey. This may not be as spectacular as the famous Mara crossings, but there are still enough wildebeest to provide the Grumeti crocodiles with a veritable feast. During June, the dry season starts with large concentrations of wildebeest in the western Serengeti and on the southern banks of the Grumeti River. Each migrating animal must face the challenge of crossing the crocodile-infested river, the first of many daunting and tense river encounters. As June moves into July, the hundreds of thousands of wildebeest and zebra continue to head north along the western edge of the park toward an even riskier barrier, the Mara River in the north of the Serengeti. These river crossings are arguably one of the most exciting wildlife events on earth. They usually begin at the onset of high season in July, but timing all depends on nature. Later in July, Those animals that have successfully made it across the Mara River will also be found in the Masai Mara. At this time, daily river crossings can be seen at the Mara and Talek rivers, both often central to incredible scenes.
Usabane kunmeme Usabane kunmeme
By August, the herds have faced the challenge of crossing the Mara River and are spread throughout the Masai Mara's northern region, with many remaining in the northern Serengeti. In years when the river is in full flow, the panic and confusion at the crossings, combined with waiting predators and surging currents, can cause massive loss of life. But even in years of relatively gently flowing water, the crocodiles take their toll, not to mention the lions and other large predators that patrol the banks, ready to ambush any wildebeest that make it to the other side. Though there is no single crossing, at some spots there are just a few individuals, while others see a mass of animals moving without break for hours. By September to October, the main chaos has ended and the migrating columns have gradually moved eastward. However, the wildebeest will face the heavy waters of the Mara River once more as they prepare to cross once again for their return journey southward.
Ubuntu Ubuntu memena mata Ubuntu 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 memena mata Ubuntu 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 memena mata Ubuntu but you can't run but I'm no good.
After the East African short rains in late October and early November, the wildebeest moved down from Kenya and into the eastern limits of the Serengeti, past Namiri Plains, an area known for outstanding cheetah sightings. By December, they are spread throughout the eastern and southern reaches. In the early months of the new year, the grasses in the deep south of the Serengeti are lush with rain. This draws the herds of wildebeest and hundreds of thousands of zebra and other plains animals. The cycle continues as the calving season starts once again. After witnessing the awesome display of the Great Migration, we headed back to the Mara River Lodge and to see a typical Masai village on the way, which will be covered in the following episode.